Hello guys, John here, and today we're playing Gran Turismo 7, the Manufacturers Championship. The Manufacturers Championship have 3 rounds. This is the first one in Brazil. The first round has 2 races, and this is the first race. We're now doing qualifying. We managed to do 2 laps. The first one was the pit lap, and the second one was this one, and we are in P4 for now. We have another lap time, and we're qualifying in the end in 5th place, where we stood in the beginning. Ahead of us starts the Greek in the Ferrari, and behind us the Swiss in the BMW, if I'm correct. I didn't see that quite well from here because for some reason when I do post commentary my view is really zoomed out. Now, the Greek in the Ferrari starts ahead of us. He pulled a small gap with the guys in front. The Swiss made the gap that we started in on the start even smaller, and he's in dive bomb range if he wants to, but I don't think anyone would dive bomb there. It's just too risky and too dumb. I think I saw some contact between the two Swiss guys behind us. Yes, Max Verstappen, the Swiss, is now behind us. You know, Max Verstappen was Swiss, but we go on with our race. MPS and Piatti Villa, who's in the Porsche, and MPS in the Lamborghini, are fighting off for second place, and this means that we catch up to the guys in front. And now Piatti Villa, who started second, is now 4th ahead of us, and the Greek moves on to 3rd place because of the fighting Villa and MPS did. MPS on the Porsche has a really stable car in this current update. Hopefully the Lamborghini will one day be really stable as well, but I don't see it happening as it is a rear engine car, and it drives from the rear tires, so I don't think it'll ever be stable, just like the Porsche and the Nissan. The Nissan is a bit more stable, but it is more understeer as well. As we get slipstream for Villa and bump draft him a bit, go to the inside, then to the outside to have the optimal line, and he makes a mistake. That's how we make a mistake. Someone presses someone and they might make a mistake. Lap number 45 we go. We set the first lap of the Grand Prix, so that means we do have pace with the cars ahead of us. This means we're the fast guy on track right now, and we see this by being right in the gearbox of MPS, and we will try to make a move down here into turn 4. We'll be able to do it. We'll be successful to make a move on the Frenchman. We are not. We were ahead in the apex. We got first to the apex, but I did want to leave some space, and Villa on the Porsche, he's behind us, and he is going to make the move. He is successful, and this means we are now in P5. Still a solid position. P5 we started, and if we finish P5 in this long race, it will be really good. We're just halfway through, battling Villa for 4th position. Sorry, this looks like a good race for me, and in the end we don't get the position, but on lap 19 out of 26 we see Villa make this small mistake, and this means that we're going to catch up to him and gain the position. Now Villa had he went off a bit wide, and if you go wide to that corner, he did go fully off the throttle to save it. We'll see it right now in here. We see that Villa goes on the throttle a bit too fast, has a small slide, and corrects it, and he overcorrects a bit, goes to the grass, and needs to go slow in order to not ruin his race. He's now P5. He's going on for a move on turn number 4. Will he be successful on making the move? And he is. We are now P5 once again, but as I said, P5 is not going to be a bad position to finish on. It's going to be a really good one, and in fact it's going to be not a great one. P5 with where we started, I think it's okay in a race like that, a 40-minute race. But same lap, in the same corner that Villa had his incident, we have MPS having his own incident. You know what I said, incident, right? And we're seeing MPS's mistake. MPS is the same one with the throttle, but MPS fails to recover it. He doesn't overreact. He reacts a bit too slow, but Villa then makes the same mistake once again, but much less costly. And we just bump draft him, slipstream and bump him, and we're gonna try and pressure him because we have 3 more laps remaining. We may finish P3 if you are lucky, but it ain't like that. Lap number 24, 25, with a 1:34, just 1 second slower than our first quickest lap time. Staying for number 25 to number 26, a bit faster too as well. And last lap, we're just going to take it easy. Villa is much further ahead of us. I think you know how easy I took it by just seeing the gap between me and Villa. It was just outstanding to see that much gap difference made in one lap. That tells how much I've been playing safe, but something happened here in qualifying. I almost crashed the McLaren right here, but I don't know why they do it. Why they do that on the qualifying laps. This happened on the second race, on the first race as well. This is the second race, and oh, let me tell you this race was better. It was still 40-minute race, but it had some more things to do, because the other race took us 6 minutes to do in the video. This one will take us 14 minutes, almost double. Well, not 14, sorry, 12, just double the time. And this was the first lap time. Puts us P5, going to P7 in the end. Literally crossed the line, not even a millisecond remaining, and we're now into P4. Are we going to gain a position? P5 it is for now, and we do gain when we go P4. And Ramtm is still running his lap time, but half time, I don't know. And second race is starting right now with 3 Porsches, 2 ahead of us, 1 behind us. VLA, GFX and CAG have a Toyota, not a Porsche, and we took turns 1 and 2 fairly cleanly, to be honest. Of course, these are championships, these are very serious races, and in fact I got top 10 on those championships. I got top 10 by just those 2 races that I'm showing right here, as we overtake GFX for 3rd position, and the last one that I did. And back onto GFX, he does make a move on us, but I didn't quite see him. He didn't make a move earlier, and that's why I couldn't see him. And we're now again in 4th place. GFX goes defensive, I don't know why. CAG, we almost squeezed him onto the shadow row, but we are still alive, going tight and clean, trying to survive lap 1, the most crucial time of the race, I don't know how you say it, to not make a mistake. If you make a mistake, you're basically lost. And not basically, you are lost, because if no one else makes a mistake, you're lost. Now, on to lap number 2. CAG has a straight line speed over the Supra, and the Supra is just so quick on the straight line, it's just a bit unfair. Now, going on to the turn number 3, onto the straight for turn number 4. Kag is ahead of us, and 29 racer on the Porsche is behind us. Going on lap number 5, turns 1, we make a small mistake, but luckily there is no consequence to it. The only consequence is that the 29 racer caught up to us. This is the only thing that happened. He's on the Michelin Porsche, nice livery, and going on to turn number 4, he makes a move and he is going to be successful with it. I am quite scared of battling side by side here in the championships, and especially when I know that some people are faster than me. If you are faster than me, I just can't fight regularly, and so I try my best to just stay ahead of them and defend as much as I can. Lap number 7 to 8, we have a best lap time, and ahead I see some smoke. It's some Kag and GT7. Now Kag and GT7 had a small contact, but the big contact that we didn't even see was from 29 racer and GT7. We see 29 racer saying to GT7 sorry, and not only that, but 29 racer has a 2-second time penalty. He serves it, we go on to 5th place. But the thing is that 29 racer will catch up to us and will overtake us, but that's a later part of the race. We have now GT7 and Kag battling over here. I'm just here watching them fight. I was with my friends in a group and I was saying, guys, chill out, I'm watching the fight happen ahead of me. And they are fighting again. He's going for slipstream. He will try to make a move, but they go a bit too slow, and I'm catching up to them slightly. And the guy behind us, German, he is catching up to us, and that German is no one else than 29 racer. 29 racer will catch up to us at one point, and we now have GT7 and Kag right in front of us, not even a second separating us, and they are fighting for 3rd place. 3rd place is the first podium position of those who don't know. I don't know who doesn't know this, but if you're watching for first time sport, this is something you need to know. And GT7 Kag, GT7 Kag, yes, they were fighting so much that I just caught up to them. They got back to where they were on the straight because of their straight line speed. But in the end, I caught up to them again. I have a small moment, good thing that I'm under control and can save those really easily. And it's that moment of the video where I just begin to not be able to talk because I'm just talking for too long, and GT7 is going slow. We are catching up to him, and we are almost side by side with him. And the good thing is that the Supra doesn't have that good of a downforce. That's why it is so overpowered in the straights. Well, it may not be downforce, it may just be pure power that they have, and that's why they're quick on the straights, but they don't have much cornering, and that's good for us. And you can see it here, and GT7 is going so slow that it's just bad for us. GT7 is still here, and we're now on lap number 18. He makes a mistake, and that's really good for us because I do want to get ahead of GT7 as fast as I can. And going to turn number 4, we have the inside. I know I'm the fast guy, and so I'm much more comfortable, and we do make the move stick. Now, lap number 19, this is, we have still 7.5 laps to do. I am going to take them chill, but I know that I am now faster than Kag in the corners, much faster, because the tire where you can see that, you can feel the tire wear, that it is a thing. But going to lap number 25, car is 1 second ahead of us, and that gap is going to stay the same until the finish line. GT7 goes in the pit lane for some reason. I don't know why. He didn't have fuel, so maybe some cars needed to fuel. Maybe that's why Kag isn't going so fast in the straight line at that moment of the race. But last lap, here we are behind the car and head of the GP2 engine, the British guy. I don't know what car he's on, but this was a really good race. Ram TM, the guy on with the McLaren, who we almost had an accident with, finished first, and I don't know how to pronounce that name. I don't wanna say it wrong, so I'm not even gonna say it. He finished second, third is Kag, and then we have me, GP2 engine, the Austrian Max Creo Sniper 29 racer, who I remember he got up to us, but it seems he didn't, and that is a top 10. Well, that was a really good race. I really enjoyed it. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more videos like this. Bye bye.